Everybody, we're on our way to go and see Taylor Swift in concert at the movies. Can't wait. Good morning, everybody. Happy Vlogmas Day 14. Had a busy night last night going to see Taylor Swift. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But I'm heading over to do a few express orders to make sure that our lovely customers get their goodies before Christmas. And I think Mum's made a new top. I'm going to make sure I show you guys what she's done. Mum's got a new Pattern Emporium Shoreline top on here. What do you think, Mum?
Beautiful.
Lovely. What size did you make?
A 14.
And what?
Short.
Short, okay. And this is the new Indian printed cotton in the Kenya in the black. Not much left. And I can see there's a nice yoke. Turn around the back and we'll have a little look. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Okay, you've inspired me to make one there. We have just finished doing a rather large shopping trip. Of course, we always have a big trolley. Actually, this time we had 2 trolleys. So while I've got Joe here with me, I'll stock up, get a few things ready for Christmas. So when I get home and unpack everything, I am looking forward to starting to do some sewing and undoing my advent calendars. Look what has just appeared today. Some Christmas lilies are out. Very nice. So after unpacking shopping, getting my newsletter ready, I am about to start cooking tea, and tonight I'm having lamb kofta kebabs and a really lovely dish which is a couscous Moroccan spice dish I make, and I add dried apricots and craisins and some olives chopped up, and it's really nice toasted with those Moroccan spices. I actually prefer the pearl couscous, something different and with a bit of feta, and they've got some great recipes on the back of that as well. The lamb kofta. It's been one of those busy kind of days where I've just had lots to do but felt like I'm running around in circles and getting nowhere, and I really wanted to get those bulbs planted for my dahlias, but that will have to wait till tomorrow because it is going to be less windy tomorrow and I've got not as much to do. I am trying to make sure I'm getting all my express post orders out each morning as well, so that doesn't get held up. So it's sort of it's hard to get everything done in the day this time of year, especially when you've got so much planned, and also to get a bit of sewing and downtime in I find very, very hard at the moment, but I'm desperate to get started on my sewing on my tops. We did pick up shopping is our traditional panettone that we get every year, and of course hubby Joe is Italian. He's actually half Italian, half Polish, but our kids especially love all this kind of food, but we love it either toasted or just fresh with a little bit of butter and with a cup of coffee. It's a really lovely dessert. And I know a lot of people make like a trifle with the panettone, but this brand we haven't tried before, so looking forward to giving that one a taste tomorrow morning. Hello, welcome to day 14. Oh my goodness, what a day and night it's been last night. I am feeling really exhausted, but couldn't wait to jump on here and see all of you. I love catching up with you all, reading the comments. Even though I haven't replied to so many of them, I will get around to it eventually. But I had a really busy night last night. Lily and I went to see the Taylor Swift Eras tour at the cinema. And I've got to say, even though I was in two minds whether I actually wanted to come and see it, because I've kind of lived through the whole series of Taylor Swift years ago when my eldest, my second eldest daughters, my twins, were like 12, 13-year-olds, loved Taylor Swift, listened to Fearless and Speak Now. I used to really enjoy listening to that, and I think Lily kind of grew up as a toddler listening to that and absolutely loved it. So she's a huge, huge fan. So I thought, look, I know there's such a huge hype around the concerts and the Swiftie fans and everything, but I thought, look, I'll head in there with her and I'll use it as an excuse to sit back and relax for the evening. And I've got to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really loved it. What I loved was sitting with Lily and hearing her just sing every single lyric to every single song. We actually felt like we were at the concert ourselves because the cinema, of course, a lot of the young, teenagers got up at the front where the screen is and were dancing and singing along. So it was a kind of movie that you could sing along, and feel part of it, almost like you're at the concert yourselves. And watching these young girls just having the time of their lives, it really made you feel wonderful. So I can see what the appeal is. I can see why her fans love her. She's absolutely so talented. I really am in awe of what she achieved in like a 3-hour show. Wow, 3.5 hours I think it was. So really loved every minute and can highly recommend, even if you're not the biggest fan of it at all, go and see it because it really is like being at the live show. And it was recorded in LA in the USA, and was fantastic. And actually Phoebe went to see a Ghibli movie. I can't remember the name, but I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So she went to see that earlier on in the night. Hers finished quite early, and it was heading on to the 2.5-hour mark. We've been watching this for quite a while, and I actually texted her in the cinema, and normally wouldn't do that, but because all the kids had their phones and were filming the screen, I texted Phoebe and said, we're going to be in here for 3 and a bit hours. So she said, look, there's not a lot of shops open. So I said, why don't you head on in here and meet up with us? And when she walked in and saw all these young teenage fans, at the front, like, doing the dancing and everything and singing, she and I looked at each other and thought, what is going on here? I said, it's like a phenomenon. These girls are just like in a trance, aren't they? And it was just really heartwarming to see, especially after the last couple of years, how tough it has been on a lot of the teenagers. To see them having the time of their absolute lives was wonderful. And this was just in a movie theatre, so I can only imagine what it would be like to be part of that crowd when she does tour and do her shows. So, yeah. I think one viewer said to me that she went with her daughter and really enjoyed it. I've got to say I was the same. So it just goes to show you got to sometimes do these things, and things that you don't think you're going to enjoy actually you will. So it was also wonderful to see her perform through her eras and stuff that she'd done 15 years ago, and have that new kind of wave. She's got two kind of waves of fans that have come through, two different generations almost. So got to really give her credit there. She's a really excellent performer. Loved the costumes, especially thinking from a dressmaking perspective. There was one particular dress I was absolutely just so in love with. It was her folklore era when she was singing, and she was actually on the ceiling. I shouldn't spoil it in case anyone goes to the concert, but she was on the ceiling, on the roof of a wood cabin they'd set up on stage with moss, and she was almost like an elfin kind of fairy, which is beautiful ivory gown with all sequins, and she had the kind of the boho sleeves, and it was just beautiful. And another bit was when she just sort of dove into a part of the stage, and it looked like she was swimming up the catwalk, and it was all these beautiful effects, and it was just magic to watch. So I really enjoyed, but loved looking at all the sparkly kind of costumes, and straight away I just thought, oh, do you ever think when you see a costume in a movie and you think, how can I replicate that? What would I make to make something like that? What kind of fabric would I use? And your mind starts automatically going into sewing mode. So do you guys do that? I would love you to write in the comments below if you've been inspired by a movie and what it was that you've actually gone on to sew from watching that particular movie. Is there an era or a film that you've loved that you could say that the costumes have really affected you and made you go and hunt down that particular costume? I'd love to write in the comments and you let me know what that is. But this particular gorgeous cream dress, it was just magic. So I really enjoyed it. So I went and did some grocery shopping today. A pretty boring day on the Vlogmas front other than expressing orders out, which we're trying to make sure all of our orders now are going express, because up until next Wednesday, we think that way, fingers crossed, everyone will get their parcels in time. Had an email from Nerida Hansen to say that my fabrics were picked up and shipped off. So I really hope we're going to get them before Christmas, but it may be the week after, but so be it. If they do come the week after, they will come when they come, and you guys all know that we'll be stocking them. And we are still going to be open between the Christmas and New Year period, because I know a lot of you do have a chance to sew and you want to sew while you're on a break or on a holiday, and that way you can still order from us, and we're very happy to send patterns and fabrics out, so we'll still be around. So when we went shopping, one of the things that I love it's in season this time of year, of course, being in Australia, Christmas here, we're in summer. One big thing everyone loves here, most people absolutely love these, is cherries. They are beautifully in season. These are local cherries and they are just divine. So that is the big thing I always go and make sure I find, is having a big bowl of cherries on the table for Christmas Day. These won't last the weekend, but I really, really love cherries. And also another thing that we love here at Christmas time, apart from all of our beautiful stone fruits, is mangoes. And a lot of these mangoes are from Queensland. Of course, they are beautiful and ripe this time of year. They are really lovely to fruit salad or, with yogurt or even on pavlova, but just as equally as beautiful to eat, cubed up. And a lot of people do love just to eat a mango, and especially to eat the mango pip over the sink, and you end up with juices running down your arm. So that's a very Aussie thing to do, is to eat mango and cherries at Christmas time. Now, I've got you inside tonight because it's quite windy out there. We had some storms last night, so I just thought the wind is going to be buffeting everything around, so I wanted to bring you in. Christmas trees lit up behind me here, looking very, very sparkly and beautiful. Tonight I've got on a favourite top of mine, of course. Everyone knows how great the balloon sleeve Be Mine top from Pattern Emporium is. This is in a Lady McElroy fabric that we do still have in store. It's a viscose Shelley lawn and amazing sleeves. And I've got my Martha Jean Little Moon earrings on as well, which I love. So yeah, feeling pretty tired after a late night. And got a little bit of spot of Christmas shopping done yesterday. We didn't have a lot of time, but I find the hardest person to buy for is my mum, because she kind of has everything there that she needs. She's got the fabrics that she can get from me, and the patterns. I just have to really think outside the box with her. But yeah, people can get really hard to buy for, especially family. And, I like to put a little bit more thought in than just getting a voucher. But I do know that my kids all love getting vouchers because they love going shopping for themselves, especially in that sale time of year when everything gets marked down. So we've actually marked down our Coal in the Machine baubles, festive baubles, because we're getting to that stage now where it's kind of whatever we've got left. I know that there's a great buy at the moment. Those baubles are 40% off, so there's not many left. If you're wanting to get one by Christmas, of course, we can express post them out. Otherwise, they're not going to last too long, but they have been very popular. But we need to move what's left there. So I'm going to do my glass house calendar, my advent calendar. One thing I must talk about is Mum made the new Pattern Emporium Shoreline top today, in that gorgeous black Kenya, that Indian printed cotton. She is in love with that top. And you know what? She was actually in two minds whether she wanted to make it or not, because she just wasn't sure whether it was for her or not. And I said, you always say that, and we always go and make a Pattern Emporium pattern and they're not loving it. I'll put some footage up of her in her Shoreline Pattern Emporium top. So number 14, okay. Oh, it's a cute little drawer. Okay, and another candle, of course. I love their candles. This is the Lost in Amalfi Sea Mist. Oh, that's really nice and fresh. I was going to hold it up to get you to smell it, but you won't be able to do that. That's a really fresh summery one. I'll be definitely burning that in the middle of summer because we're going to have some very warm weather. The pool is ready, which is awesome. Of course, you've seen our pool on the videos before. It's not a huge pool. It's just it's above ground pool that we've built decking around, and it's just nice to cool off and have a bit of a dip when it gets really, really warm. I've got heaps to do tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time out in the garden. If I can get this video edited tonight and get a start on one of my my sewing, I might be able to get out and do some gardening, which I'm excited about. One more thing, I've been persuaded by Mum to try the Shoreline top, and I'm going to definitely make one as well because I love hers. I'm going to make mine in this beautiful cotton Indian print with the giraffes, and it's a red. And I can see this in that top, even undone with a white singlet top underneath with a denim skirt. So that is what I'm making. And she made hers up really, really quickly, which for Mum, she's usually a slow kind of sewer. So she's actually got that made up quickly and made the shorter version. So I'll probably make the regular length version, and I might even do the V-neck option, but you'll have to wait and see if I can get that. And my So Different Jyoti just to finish this weekend. I'll be a happy lady. So thanks for watching today. I would love to hear what you're up to. Are you getting your Christmas shopping done? Are you organised for Christmas? Of course, I'm not. I've got heaps to do still. I'm already thinking about what I need to buy without having a panicked rush week next week. So I'm trying to get organised. But yeah, it's happening so fast. It's coming around quickly. So we'll see you all tomorrow for day 15. Take care and bye for now.